Hey everyone, it's Alex the Real Mr. Robinson, and I am halfway through this series of Godzilla videos where I talk about my favorite and least favorite aspects of the entire franchise. And today I'm going to be talking about my favorite character in the Godzilla franchise. And when I mean that, I mean human character. I've already talked about my favorite monsters, whether they're enemies or allies, but I want to focus more on the human aspect because the Godzilla series is not particularly well known for very strong or interesting characters. There are a lot of likable characters, sure, but in terms of interesting, I could probably name a few of them, and only on one hand. But I think this is a no duh, but ultimately the most interesting human character for me and my pick is going to be Dr. Serizawa from the original Godzilla. Dr. Daisuke Serizawa is played by Akihito Hirata, and what's interesting about this character is that he doesn't really pop up until the second act of the film. He's not in the movie as much as you would think for him being one of the main characters, but his story is downright fascinating, and he's a very compelling character because the whole theme of the original movie is obviously that Godzilla is a metaphor for nuclear weapons. He was a creature that was awakened by nuclear bomb testing and pretty much was an irradiated dinosaur. And Dr. Serizawa comes into play with this film because he has created a weapon by pure accident that could be even more dangerous than the nuclear bomb, and that's the oxygen destroyer. What's interesting is that he comes across this by accident, and in pure horror, he shows it to Emiko, the person who he's supposed to marry, and Emiko does manage to keep that secret until the end of Godzilla's rampage, where she just can't take it anymore. She can't stand to the sidelines and just watch innocent people die due to Godzilla, knowing that there's possibly a way that he could be stopped. He does not want to use the oxygen destroyer at all, considering how dangerous it is, especially to aquatic life, because in the wrong hands, it could be weaponized. But he soon has a change of heart once he sees all the destruction left in Godzilla's rampage, and this tribute led by a choir full of schoolgirls, to where he says he'll use the oxygen destroyer to destroy Godzilla, but only once. It can never fall into anyone's hands, so he burns all of his life's work, and when he and Ogata go down to the ocean to use it on Godzilla, Ogata comes back up to the surface, but Dr. Serizawa cuts his line, stays underwater, sacrificing himself so that the formula could never get out. So not only does Godzilla die due to the oxygen destroyer, Serizawa dies for the sake of the human race. If Godzilla was bad enough, who knows what an oxygen destroyer could do. And we eventually got an entire movie of what happened if the oxygen destroyer became something bigger and worse. But because of Serizawa's sacrifice and his confliction on using the oxygen destroyer, that's why he is my favorite character in the entire franchise. And in fact, this character is so iconic that Ken Watanabe's character in the MonsterVerse is actually named Dr. Serizawa as well. However, the first name of this Dr. Serizawa is Ishiro, a tribute to the director Ishiro Honda. And there you go, that's my favorite human character in the Godzilla franchise. Now I want to know what your pick is. Is it Dr. Serizawa? Is it someone else? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and of course leave a comment. Don't forget to support my Patreon page, follow me on social media, and until next time, this is the real Mr. Robinson telling you there's only one.